Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to Business Innovators Radio. This is your host, Constant Taylor. Today, we have a very special guest on the show, and they're going to share some very exciting information with us. So, if you're looking to increase your marketing effectiveness online, then you come to the right place. Our special guest today is Andrea Vahl. Andrea's been speaking professionally for over 7 years, and the primary content that she speaks on is Facebook marketing and advertising. She speaks primarily nationally and is based out of Boulder, Colorado. Her book, Facebook Marketing All-in-One for Dummies, is out and can be purchased now. Andrea, welcome to the show.
Thanks so much. It's great to be here.
And we are glad to have you. Can you start off by telling the listeners a little bit about your business and how you help people increase their marketing effectiveness online?
Yeah, basically we focus on Facebook a lot of times, but also look at all of social media and how that helps draw new people into your business as prospects. And then it's your job to convert them along the line into sales. So what I look at mostly is just how social media can connect you with new people and finding new people online, how to grow your followers, grow your fans, but also then get them into your email list so you can connect with them on a deeper level and then ultimately convert those into sales.
Who is your primary customer base and how do you go about targeting them?
Yeah, my personal primary customer base is typically small businesses. A lot of times it could be solopreneurs and entrepreneurs, people like authors, speakers, anyone who is looking to use the web to get connected to their new clients. So a lot of times I'm working with everyone from like an insurance company to a restaurant to a speaker to a startup company. And that's kind of the fun thing about working in my business is that I get a lot of variety for people who are looking to connect to new people online.
How did you, let's take a step back for a second. How did you get started in the business that you're in now, in marketing online, and where did you start?
Yeah, so I actually started through growing my own business. I had an in-home wine tasting business that I did kind of part-time on the side, and it was like my dream job right there. I got to go to parties and drink wine all on the job.
Right.
And I started using Twitter and Facebook to reach out and connect to people who might be interested in hosting wine tasting parties. So as I was doing this, I was learning a lot about social media and really loving it, getting into how amazing it was as a marketing tool. But what I realized is that there weren't the types of tutorials that I wanted to see out there. Something that was a little more fun, a little more lighthearted, and really in-depth and step-by-step with some of the processes that you needed to do things like set up your Facebook page or use Twitter the right way. So as I was growing my own business, I had something happen with the wine tasting company that sourced all the wines. They went out of business, and I was frustrated because I had been growing my business, part of the business. So I decided to do something a little bit different. I decided to start a blog and make the type of blog that I wanted to see out there. And I also wanted to blend one of the things I loved doing, which was improv comedy. And so I took one of my improv comedy characters, Grandma Mary, and she was the one who was doing the blog for me. So she got a little cranky about social media, and she got to say a lot of things about it, because I know as we're learning, sometimes it's frustrating and hard, and she added a little bit of comedy into that, so a little bit of fun and that people could relate to. So that was great, and I was growing my blog presence and growing my YouTube presence, and then finally got asked to write the book because of the social media presence I had out there.
Okay, awesome. It's Grandma Mary, is it?
Grandma Mary, and you can find her at facebook.com/Grandma Mary Show. And her motto is, if Grandma Mary can do it, then you can do it too.
Okay, I was going to ask you if you could do a quick bit for us. Thank you for that.
Yeah. So it was a really fun way for me to blend something unique about me, my improv comedy, and bring that into business, and kind of have something really unique that stood out in the field of social media blogs out there.
I think that is so fascinating that you started with improv comedy and were able to leverage that into marketing efforts. You're actually the third person that I've spoken to in the last 30 days who has gone from improv to marketing and speaking. So that's a really good launch. Yeah, exactly. I know one of the things it does, it makes you a lot more flexible and agile and kind of roll with the punches. Okay, if this marketing strategy isn't working, then we roll it over to another one.
Right. I think you definitely get used to thinking creatively, and when you are an improv comedian, and so it does allow for that. Hey, let's see what's next. And also, I think the whole idea of improv comedy is just building on the scene, building on what's out there, and saying yes to opportunities that come up.
Okay. Facebook marketing versus Twitter. I am a huge Twitter user. I am not a big Facebook marketing user. I use it mostly for personal and social. What is your take on the different tools, and do you have a preference for one over the other, and in what situations?
Yeah, I think they definitely or lend themselves better to certain types of things. I like them both very well. Sometimes I'm more into Twitter and really tweeting a lot and connecting over there. Sometimes I'm kind of much more into Facebook and what that does and allows you to do with longer posts and threaded posts and more of a group conversation sometimes. I think Twitter is great for kind of a one-to-many type of conversation where you then have individual conversations between lots of different people possibly, but everyone's not necessarily seeing all the comments that other people have made on that whole conversation. So a little bit different vibe. Mm-hmm. I love Twitter for events. I think it's amazing for connecting people who are all at the same event, or connecting to people who are interested in the same topic with hashtags and things like that. It's very easy to use with Twitter. And I think they're just very different for I think they can both be very effective for marketing for sure, but they appeal to different people. So I think if you like Twitter and you don't like Facebook, I say don't fight it. Just keep going with what you like to do, and you're going to be better at that platform when you are enjoying yourself.
And I would say personally, it's not a like or dislike. It is figuring out how to use it effectively, and it's something that I have not done yet on the Facebook side, on the marketing side.
Right.
So now, could you give us a case study of an individual or an organization who was either challenged with social media or non-existent, and you were able to actually produce some tangible, measurable results in their social media activity that led to more business?
Yeah, definitely. There is a good case study from a client of mine. She's a lawyer, and she was releasing an online course for entrepreneurs on how to protect their business, what kinds of legal documents they needed in place, what kinds of things they needed to be aware of in terms of copyright and other legal things that many entrepreneurs, especially small businesses, might tend to ignore because they don't have a lawyer on their team, or they're not consulting a lawyer that often. So her focus was around the small business or solopreneur and helping educate them around the what kind of things they need to protect their business legally. So what we did for her is she was a pretty new business. She was launching this course and didn't have a huge presence out there on social media. She had some presence for sure. She had been building that up, but we used Facebook ads to appeal to other entrepreneurs and small businesses and drove people to some free things that she gave away, like a free video course that helped give people some good information initially, and grew her email list with those Facebook ads and also Facebook posts. And we then used Facebook ads to continue in growing her list and also then selling the course when she finally launched it. And she was able to have a six-figure launch of her course in a very short time. It was about the span of 1 month, so that we were spending time growing her list in this way. She did, of course, some other things. She was really working some of the free options she gave away to kind of showcase her expertise and give people good value for learning some things, but then showed that she had a lot more to offer in the course. So I thought that was a great use of social media to kind of grow your email list, like I said, and then in the end, offer something for sale.
Okay. Do you ever collaborate with other people? For example, I have Twitter. I have Twitter accounts that I manage for companies and organizations. And if they were to say, we want you to manage Facebook too, I would not be the best person to do that. So would you be someone that someone could say, hey, look, I'd like for you to handle the Facebook piece of it?
Yeah, the services I offer right now are just around the Facebook advertising. So I manage people's Facebook ad campaigns. I do the split testing. I run the ads. I design the campaign, give people weekly reports around that Facebook ad campaign. I'm currently not doing day-to-day management of posts and things like that, but I have a huge group of people that I've trained personally who do this type of thing. I have a course called Social Media Manager School, and some of the graduates from that course are listed in a directory called socialmediamanagersdirectory.com. And these are all people that we've trained who manage the day-to-day posting and maintenance of people's Facebook pages, LinkedIn. They also do Twitter as well, but or even things like Pinterest and Instagram. So that would be where I would send people and recommend people go check out if they're interested in kind of a social media manager on their team who can work part-time and just handle that outsourced social media management.
Okay. Now, in the last minute that we have, I like to ask the person that I'm interviewing if they could leave the listener with one message, so that if you don't get anything else from the talk today, I would like to leave you with this. Could you do that for us?
Certainly. Yeah, I would say with social media, you really want to focus on moving your fans and your followers to your own property. Don't build your castle on rented ground, because Facebook and Twitter and all these social sites can change tomorrow, and you wouldn't have that list of followers that you've built up. So offer them something special by sending them over to your email opt-in and get them connected to your email list, because social media will change, but email is yours.
Okay, excellent. Now, Andrea, if the listeners would like to contact your organization, find out more about what you do, and possibly utilize your services, how can they do that?
Yeah, you can just connect with me at AndreaVahl.com, and that's AndreaVahl.com. You can also see Grandma over there as well, and the social profiles there, but feel free to contact me. I have a lot of help you learn Facebook marketing as well as Facebook advertising, and I also do speaking and Facebook ad campaigns done for you.
Andrea, thank you so much for coming on the show. That was very exciting information that you shared with our listeners, and we really appreciate it.
Great. Thanks so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.